What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Marie. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming by and watching a perfume video with me. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back and showing me so much love and support. I appreciate you guys oh so much. Let's get into the video. Okay, as we know, fall is approaching. It's not coming fast enough, if you ask me. Honestly, I cannot wait to feel a cool breeze. Like, I want to say, like, last week we had a couple of days where I woke up in the morning and it was probably like in the 60s. That was really nice, but it did warm up throughout the day. But I'm ready for it to be like in the mid 50s to mid 60s all day long. Okay, I'm ready for that kind of weather. I'm ready to pull out my sweaters. I'm ready to pull out my boots. I'm ready to pull out a light coat, a jacket. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. You guys know I've been hollering. I've been hollering how hot it's been all summer. I'm over it. So yeah, I'm ready. Okay, but I wanted to share with you guys some of my tried and true fall fragrances. These are fragrances that I've literally had in my collection for a while. I'm probably on, actually, yes, on all of them. I have 5 here. On all of them, I've bought these fragrances at least 3 times in my whole fragrance journey. Okay, so they've been re-upped. I just love to have them because they just remind me, I have that memory of them of fall. So I like to pull them out every now and again and just spray them when fall comes over. I do have other fall and winter fragrances that I'm excited to wear as well. I will link that video up above if you've not seen it. Those are new to my collection, and maybe I've had them for a few months and I never really wore them. Some of them I probably bought over like spring and summer, and I just wasn't able to wear them during that time. But in this video, we're talking about fragrances that are my ride or dies, okay? My absolute can't do without, absolutely will have them forever in my collection. I just love them that much. Y'all already know the first one that I'm going to talk about is Angel, and this is the Eau de Parfum. This is the original. This is the OG, honey. This is the OG, baby. She started it all for me. She has never let me down over all these years. I probably have bought this fragrance, oh gosh, probably like 3 or 4 times over already, because that's just how much I love this fragrance. It is just amazing. It has a lot of notes in the fragrance. I'm not gonna go over all the notes, but I'll just tell you some notes that stick out with me the most, and that is definitely the patchouli. This is a patchouli bomb, okay? It is often referred to as like a chocolatey patchouli fragrance. In my opinion, it's not a gourmand. I don't consider this fragrance to be a gourmand, because gourmands to me are edible. Like, it's things like I smell that I could eat or drink. This, I would not eat or drink this. I love to wear it on my skin, granted, really, really do. But I don't see myself consuming anything that necessarily smells like this. This is very different. This is very unique. It's not on everybody's list. Like, it's a love or hate, honestly. I feel like if you're the type of person that has, you know, experienced Mugler fragrances, then you've either experienced Angel at some point or you've experienced Alien. And I think that you probably know by now if you're an Alien girl or you're an Angel girl. I'm an Angel girl, but I do have 2 or 3 flankers of the Alien, not the original. For some reason, I can't do the original. It's just too much jasmine for me. But anyway, I am totally an Angel girl. Love Angel. I have several Angel flankers in my collection, but today we're talking about the OG, the original, the one that started it all, okay? Again, there are a ton of notes in here, from cotton candy to coconut, honey, plum, peach, apricot, jasmine, orchid, pineapple, bergamot. In the base, you have notes like patchouli, caramel, vanilla, tonka, musk, amber, sandalwood. The list goes on and on. There's probably like 30 notes in this fragrance, but for me, the notes that stick out the most are going to be the patchouli, the chocolate, the vanilla, the tonka, those heavy hitter notes that are in the base. That is what sticks out to me. When I first bought this fragrance, probably like late 90s, early 2000s, this is totally designer. And at the time when I really was getting into fragrances, I didn't know the term niche, okay? I'm pretty sure it existed, but I was not aware of that terminology. But even though this is a designer, it gave me niche vibes because there was nothing out quite like it at all, in my opinion. Maybe it was, but I didn't smell it anything quite like this back then. It was very different. It's a very standout type of scent. It's probably gonna be what White Diamonds is to older women now. Alien is gonna be that fragrance for me. It's gonna be that fragrance for me because I probably will get to a point in life where I don't care what season it is. Well, now I ain't even gonna lie with this one. I will always reach for this in fall and winter. I'm not even gonna lie because, honey, people would hate me if I wore this in spring, summertime. Like, no one would want to be around me. But this is a really unique, gorgeous scent. It's just, I love it. And I love the flanker to this, which is the Angel Muse. I love that one. That one is a little bit more heavier on the hazelnut, but I do like that one. But I just, for some reason, when fall comes, I always seem to gravitate to this fragrance, and it's just one of my faves. It'll always be in my collection. I love it that much, okay? This is the original Angel Eau de Parfum. Love this one. Next one up on the block is from the house of Burberry. Now, I don't really talk about Burberry fragrances that much. You guys know that I'm not the biggest Burberry fan. Burberry fragrances are pretty much hit or miss for me. I literally probably right now to this date have maybe 4 Burberry fragrances. I have this one, which I'm about to talk about. I have another Burberry here that I'm going to talk about. And I have the Burberry Her Intense and the Burberry Her Elixir. So that's 4 fragrances from the house of Burberry. But the first one I want to talk about right here in this video is Burberry Woman. This is Burberry Woman. This fragrance has been around, oh my God, for the break of dawn. Before the break of dawn, honey child. This fragrance has been around. It was released in 1995. That's when I graduated from high school. Woo, that was a long time ago, child. Oh my God. And I got a birthday coming up. Oof. It's been around a long time, okay? Now, in this fragrance, what I love about this fragrance, let me tell y'all something too about this fragrance. Granted, I love it, but for some reason, the life expectancy on this one goes out pretty fast. And I feel like I just bought this one like 2 years ago. And I feel like it's already kind of like turned on me. Let's spray it. Yeah, in the opening, I'm getting a lot of kind of like aldehyde type of smell, but okay, it's all right. It was just that initial spray, but this fragrance is going to be maybe a little bit mature for a lot of you, but I love it. I think it's very subtle. It's a very subtle smell. I think it has the best freaking sillage ever. Someone was wearing it one day at work years ago, and it reminded me of how much I missed it and how much I loved it. And I had to go out and buy me another bottle. But in the top, you get peach, apricot, pear, black currant, green apple. In the mid, you get some sandalwood, some jasmine, some moss. In the base, you get vanilla, cedar, and musk. So this is this is kind of like a warm, a sweet, fruity, warm, almost skin scent for me, because you're not gonna get that beast mode projection. You're not gonna get that you know, in your face type of fragrance out of this at all. It's not coming like that whatsoever. It is very subtle, okay, very subdued. It's very silent. You almost have to be in someone's, like, you know, scent bubble to actually like smell it, or you have to, like, they have to walk by you and then you get a whiff of it. But again, it's not that beastly type of fragrance, and that's why I enjoy it, because it's something I can wear to work. It's something that's non-offensive. I feel like I don't have a lot of fall, winter fragrances that are very subdued like this. So I do appreciate it for that factor, that I can literally wear it anytime and not offend anyone. But I love this fragrance a lot. This is Burberry Woman, by the way, if I did not mention it. This is Burberry Woman. Love that scent. The next one, I'm gonna break it up. I'll talk about something different, then I go back to the other Burberry fragrance that I have here. This next one, you guys will probably consider this one to be more of a spring summer scent, but for me it gives very much fall and winter, and I think it's because of the base notes. This is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. And this is a fairly new bottle to my collection. I had the old, big, clunky, chunky bottle that I think was actually the Eau de Toilette version. This is the Eau de Parfum. So I wanted to, when I got rid of that bottle, because it was, I still have it, but it's just like that much left. But I wanted to get the Eau de Parfum version, and I didn't need anything big and crazy. I just wanted a cute little, this is a 50 ml, so this is 1.7 ounces, perfect amount for me, okay, because I know I'm not gonna run through it like that, but I do enjoy this fragrance. It just gives me fall and winter, and you know why? You know, scent memory is a real thing. Like, I feel like when I actually purchased the Eau de Toilette, I want to say it was around fall and winter, and maybe that's why I have it stuck in my head that this is more of a fall fragrance for me. I'm thinking that's why. But anytime, every fall, I pull this out. In the top, you get orange, you get mandarin orange, you get bergamot, orange blossom. In the mid, you get some rose, some jasmine, mimosa, ylang-ylang. In the base, you get patchouli, musk, vanilla, vetiver, tonka, and opanox, okay? Opanox is like a little resin type of feel to it, something probably along the lines of maybe like a myrrh or frankincense or something like that. It's a resin, okay? Now, what makes this fall and wintertime for me is the patchouli. This is heavy on the patchouli. And it's so interesting to me that a lot of you guys actually really do enjoy this, but I know a lot of you guys don't like patchouli. So this is very heavy on the patchouli in my opinion, okay? And I get that vetiver. Vetiver is like it has a dry smell to it, kind of earthy. The patchouli, in my opinion, is a little woody, a little bit more green, also giving you a little earthy as well. But again, this is very much fall winter for me, okay? Very much so. Very much. Very classy, very elegant, sophisticated, banging scent. Like, this just screams maturity. It screams, you know, that you got your shit together, basically. But I enjoy this scent quite a bit. One of my favorites, all-time favorites. I will always have this one in my collection. Again, this is Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. So I didn't even realize that when I was picking my fragrances, I had two Burberry fragrances here. This is Burberry Brit. absolutely love this fragrance. This fragrance has, oh my God, this is amazing. This is probably, out of all the Burberrys I've ever smelled in my whole entire life, this one has to be by far one of my favorite Burberry fragrances. In the opening, you get almond, you get lime, you get pear. In the mid, you get like a candied almond note, sugar, peony. I'm not the biggest fan of peony, but I love it in this fragrance. In the base, you get vanilla, tonka, amber, and mahogany. That base, oh my God. Let me tell you guys about tonka. I used to feel like tonka was like a spicy type of scent, but it's actually not. It's actually like a nutty type of scent. It kind of looks like a big bean, and when you break it, it looks like an almond, kind of like on the inside. And I feel like depending on how they process the tonka, it could come out smelling a little roasted, a little more like almond to me. So there's 2 almonds mentioned in this fragrance. Plus with the tonka, this is coming off very almondy, okay, in my opinion. Like a sweet, roasted almond fragrance with that mahogany that gives it a little bit something, like a little oomph, like a little bit of spice, but not too much on the spice. A little kind of almost smoky a little bit, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking you there, but not taking you like all the way there, if that makes sense. Oh my God, that lime and pear in the opening is everything, okay? It's everything. This is amazing, man. If they discontinue this, I'm literally buying like 3 or 4 backup bottles, because I can't imagine my collection without this fragrance. Like, honestly, y'all, like, real talk, I cannot. It is just beautiful. The longevity is amazing. The sillage is amazing. Compliment getter every single time without fail. I wear this fragrance. Someone always compliments me. Someone always asks me what I'm wearing. It is just that good. And at this point, it is very affordable. You can walk in right now, probably in any TJ Maxx, Marshalls, anywhere, and find Burberry Brit, okay? Anywhere, okay? Honestly. Now, I have in the past had the Burberry Brit Rhythm, and that one was a little bit different. I think it had a little bit more lavender. It had lavender in it. With kind of, it had the Burberry Brit DNA, but it had a note of lavender. And it was unique, it was different, but the lavender was getting on my nerves a little bit, so I sold that one. But I held on to my OG Burberry Brit because it's too good to sell. It is too good to sell. Last but not least on my list here is from the house of Tom Ford, and this is Black Orchid. This is Black Orchid. I know this is a love or hate type of fragrance. It is. I know a lot of people out there don't dig this fragrance. I don't know if you guys feel like it's just doing the most, or maybe it's just too complicated, or maybe it's just too much. But again, this is one of those fragrances, when it first came out, it just was so different and so unique to me. Honestly, one of the first unisex fragrances. This is really what changed my mind about fragrance and how I feel when it comes to there being no gender when it comes to fragrances. This is what did it for me, honestly, because I know what it smelled like on me, and it smelled amazing, and people complimented me all the time. And then I was out to dinner with some friends, and I knew exactly what the guy was wearing, but I just needed confirmation. I was like, what are you wearing? And he was like, I'm wearing Black Orchid by Tom Ford. And I was like, but that's made for women. And he was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, it is. And he's like, fragrance has no gender. And he said something to that effect. And I was like, he was like, does it smell good on me? And I was like, absolutely. And he was like, okay. And I was like, well, shit, you taught me something, sir. But that's when it totally changed. I totally changed my whole outlook on fragrance from that experience. And I love this fragrance. Now this fragrance actually I could probably hold off until like December, January, because see, here in Texas, more so in Houston, for me, it really doesn't get cold until January, in my opinion, because Christmas Day would be here and it will literally be 75 degrees outside, and we're all wearing flip-flops and shorts on Christmas Day. Like, so it doesn't get like cold until like January, and that's when I pull out this bad boy, because this thing is, it's everything. It's sexy, it's mysterious, it's dark. Did I even go into the notes for y'all? No, I probably didn't. A ton of notes in this fragrance as well. I won't be going through them all, but I will tell you what sticks out to me. The truffle, the gardenia, the spices, okay? There's also Lang and Lang in here. There's lotus, jasmine. In the base you have Mexican chocolate, patchouli, vanilla, incense, amber, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. I pull a lot of patchouli, I pull a lot of chocolate, I pull a lot of truffle mixed in with the vanilla. I also get a lot of incense in this fragrance. It has a very incensey smell to it. But I think this fragrance is gorgeous. Again, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you and I share the same taste in fragrances, I feel like you will enjoy this one. And even if you're like, you like it but not enough to like buy a full-size bottle, I feel like you can get this in a travel spray as well, and that probably will be just enough for you, especially if you're like the type of person like me that's only gonna wear it when it gets cold. Honestly, you don't need a big bottle. But for me in this house, I need the biggest bottle, okay? I need the biggest bottle because that's how much I love it. And actually, this is bottle, oh Lord, this is bottle number 3, okay? This is bottle number 3 for me. Love this fragrance, love it. All right, you guys, so those were my true ride or die fall winter fragrances I have. You guys know I do this video like once a year, okay? Once a year, you guys know I'm going to pull out these fragrances and talk about them because they're classics. They are literally classics, okay? Like, I just can't. This is disrespectful to them to not mention them when fall comes, and I can't disrespect my girls like that, okay? I can't. But comment down below if you have any of the fragrances that I mentioned. By the way, are you following me on Instagram? Okay, I will leave my Instagram here. Are you following me on TikTok? Even though I haven't really been posting a lot on TikTok, I still go there from time to time. You still need to be following me on TikTok, okay? So go ahead and follow me here. Comment down below if you have any of these fragrances that I mentioned in the video. And if you are a lover of fragrances, I would love for you to subscribe. So hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos that I put out. Also, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. It lets me know that you are enjoying my content and that you appreciate what I'm bringing you, okay? It lets me know that you guys y'all vibing with me. So hit that thumbs up button if you don't mind. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.